Okay, well, this is what I'm looking for, keeping gloves, keeping pads, inners, so let's have a little look. Interestingly, the more modern palm pattern here, I've actually never tried that myself. Still, you know, obviously I'd love to give it a go, see how it is, but I'm a slightly more traditional style. For me, I like the old pimples, I like this palm pattern, nice and small, and more around. There is various palm patterns in different gloves, but this is a nice one here. This is a slightly more old school, but I like a nice straight cut on a glove. I think that if the gloves come out, there's another one here from Kookaburra, slightly different there. A nice square cuff for me was a more traditional. This one's nice and light, which is terrific as well, nice and thin. This one's much more padded and I feel a bit bulky personally, but again, it's all down to personal choice. I really enjoy this glove. I think this glove's a really fantastic glove. How it tapers in, has a similar sort of look and effect to the pads. How the pads taper in from the top as well, which is really nice. The pads for me have to sit down nice and low on your foot, out the way, which is terrific. And nice coverage for your heel as well and your ankle, and that's really nice. Really nice shape to that pad. I really enjoy that pad. I really like the affinity, the emblem and the colours and everything. I think it looks quite classy. And what I like about that is the angle back, which what that does, it helps keep your elbows free out of the way. See, these Puma ones obviously have the double aspect to it, but again for me it's just a bit too flat. It doesn't sit on my leg very well. I feel like that could move around quite easily, where the more traditional deeper arch sits there and is solid. So I really like that. Looking at gloves, inners, padded inners. It's getting a lot more padding now in the palms. For me personally, I didn't like a padded thumb. I felt that the padded thumb just made it feel a little bit bulky in the glove. So I would prefer to have a padded palm, a fraction of padding across the lower finger, and then nothing at the top, because you don't need the padding on the top of your fingers. It's about your palm where you need that. One or two gloves for pads for me that just look a little bit bulky around the top, around here. Just don't like the way that sits. A bit 1950s for me, that sadly Newbury, but good quality. It looks quality, the quality kit, but just the shapes aren't very good. Again, one thing I would say is actually to people who are buying gloves, don't just get the gloves that are in the bag. If you like a particular glove, take all the gloves out and get the best right hand and get the best left hand. Don't just go for that particular set, because they're made in India, virtually, you know, on conveyor belts. They get put in and moved on together. So get the best right hand, the best left hand, and they want them to sit nice and wide. So then, as our fingers do, not sitting upright. See the difference between that one, that glove there, for instance, and that one there. Look at the difference of two gloves. Enormous difference. This is going to have a much smaller catching area than this one, which is nice and open.